What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, the Marvels. We're going to be talking about this all weekend, okay? I got a conversation with T coming up in just a minute. We are going to be talking about this all weekend because this epitomizes the disaster that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has become. This box office right here, this weekend, aiming at $47 million. So remember, we were talking about $55 million. If it gets below $55 million, it is by far the worst in Marvel Cinematic Universe history. And it should never get to that point with Marvel. Not with a franchises reach the heights of success that Marvel has. And the reason is, it asks this question, right? What went wrong, right? Let's go ahead and check it out. The Deadline article, the Marvels meltdown, Disney MCU seeing lowest box office opening ever at $47 million. What went wrong? Well, if you really want to know what went wrong, all you got to do is just go back and check the last 10 to 12 to 14 months of videos from various YouTubers talking about why Marvel sucks. Everybody's saying, oh, I love Marvel, it's great. And look at the box office for Black Panther, and look at the box office for Guardians of the Galaxy. And all the while, we were laying it out. We were explaining, no. Look, Marvel is not doing well. Nobody's watching these shows. People are slowly starting to check out. And, this article goes into the whole superhero fatigue. And it even says it's not superhero fatigue. Yeah, it says right here, many will be quick to point to superhero fatigue and that the great comic book movies of the millennium are now seeing their grand demise, just like the big Hollywood musicals of the 1960s. And then it even says, nope, that ain't it. The Marvel diehards are a devoted bunch, and when they know there's a good movie on deck, they show up several times, and it talks about Wakanda Forever, all right? Talks about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Yeah, people are going to come and check out Marvel when it's good, okay? That's basically the bottom line. That's what this article is arguing. But look, I'm going to get right to it because we know I've been saying this, who's the target audience for this movie? Who's your audience, Marvel? Marvel has a misunderstanding of who's coming to check for these films. It's like they've made 32 of these joints and they don't understand who their audience is, and they're about to drop $270 million into a dud because they don't understand who their audience is. This paragraph answers it, and this is after a whole lot of other gobbledygook. This is the paragraph that answers it. Other diagnostics on the Marvel. 65% male leading. Stop right there. This chick flick, okay? Full of female girl bossness. 65% of the audience was male leading, with 45% men over 25. This is your damn audience, Marvel. Men over 25. So all the people that's out there saying, oh, well, little girls watch superhero flicks. Yeah, it's meant for little girls. Teenage girls with that Bob Chipman review or whatever. Yeah, teenage girls watch this. Yeah, I saw he was just doing kind of the counter to Alan Ng, and from Film Threat. He was doing the counter to that, trying to be funny or whatever. But no, you're wrong. All of you are wrong. Little girls do not watch this. They go and check out Barbie. They go and check out all of that kind of stuff. They're not here for superhero content. Superhero content has never been a female thing. The primary audience has always been guys. Always. That's who you make your shit for, okay? 45% of the people that went and watched this are men over 25. What are the women looking like? 22% women over 25. And I guarantee you, most of these chicks was dating these dudes. That's why they showed up, And then you get to 25 at 20%, men under 25 at 20%. So that teenage girl demographic, women under 25, right? How much? 14%. 14%. Give me a break, man. And again, I guarantee you that this number, all right, is probably some chicks that was dating this number, or maybe even this number. I don't know. But look, the point is that women are not your primary audience. Marvel, you have forgotten who the hell it is you're supposed to be making your content for. You're supposed to be trying to reach out to the hardcore comic book fans. And then everybody else will filter in if the movie is good. That's basically what happened with Marvel. We got superhero content now. We got a superhero cinematic universe. Oh, this is cool. All right. And we're just going to tell good stories within that universe about the heroes that the male characters that we all grew up loving. That's what you're going to do. And yeah, you're going to mix in some female characters. Nobody's saying that you can't. All right. Wonder Woman did phenomenal in the box office. But again, it was true to its roots. It had a good star and, a decent enough story. It did fine. People were excited to go and check it out. Now, that was also during, like, I would say, the boom of superhero content. Right now, you're coming off of that boom, but the reason that they're coming down from that, where everybody is talking about superhero fatigue, the reason for that is that you have been making lousy crap. And yeah, the article actually does discuss that they have just been piling in all kinds of crap on Disney Plus, you know? And he says those moth holes are beginning to show. Yeah, they have been slamming Disney Plus with a lot of content, but a lot of it is substandard. You can't put out substandard content and expect people to show up and flock to it. So yeah, that's your problem, Marvel. That's your number one problem. So yeah, now this thing is going to absolutely flop, okay? All right, let's check it out. Last minute push for the Marvels with the appearance by star Brie Larson on The Tonight Show and at a theater in New York City post-actor strike has not moved weekend grosses any higher for Marvel Studios. The Marvels, the film is seeing a Friday in the vicinity of where we expected it at 21.5 million with a weekend opening of $47 to $52 million, the lowest ever for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And keep in mind that this number right here, this 21.5 million, that includes the Thursday numbers, all right? They bumped the Thursday into the Friday numbers, and so that's what that number represents. So 6.6 million, that's right, that's what that got. So you're looking at less than what, about $15 million that this thing made on Friday alone. That is pathetic for any Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. I mean, again, Five Nights at Freddy did better than this, and it's going to do better than this on its opening weekend. That tells you a lot. That shows you the status of where the Marvel Cinematic Universe is. And again, don't put it on superhero fatigue. We are tired of watching bad content, number one. And then number two, you have no idea who your audience is anymore. Marvel, they're trying to do all of this virtue signaling crap. Oh, we made a girl boss, super girl boss movie with 3 female leads. Yeah, look at us. We're diverse and inclusive. Okay? They think that that's going to win the day. You got to actually make content people want to watch. And so far, you haven't done that. You went super hard into the identity politics. You made woke crap that nobody wanted to watch. That's the problem, Marvel. Okay? Don't put it on superhero fatigue. Don't put it on the strike. Oh, we couldn't get our actors to go out there and promote. How much promotion would this have done? People were still going to check out other films. Five Nights at Freddy did just fine with zero promotion in the middle of the strike because people wanted to go and actually watch that movie. This tells you right here, this 21.5 million and the fact that 65% of the people that went to watch this girl boss feminist movie, that's the problem. You didn't aim this film, or you're not aiming any of your films recently, towards the actual superhero movie going audience, which are primarily male, 65% male. Again, I'm going to keep bringing that up because that's the problem. It starts with the way you write the film, the way that you cast, the way that you direct. Everything starts from the very beginning. If you got this, and this is why I say your ideology, all right, oh, we're going to push this feminist ideology, girl boss, blah, blah, blah. When you start with that as the genesis of your project, that's the beginning of your project, it just goes all the way here. And now you got a film that nobody's interested in. You don't even know how to market this. You don't know who the audience for this thing is. And it says, oh, also the Marvels gets another of the several post-pandemic B cinema scores from audiences. And again, in my opinion, the cinema score also speaks directly to who this thing is made for. So the people that are showing up, if it's not made for them and they show up, they're going to give it a bad score. So it's got another B. It's been nothing but B plus with Doctor Strange and Thor, a B for the Eternals, B for Ant-Man and the Wasp, another B with the Marvels. And again, that's who your audience, that speaks everything to who this film is made for, and did it touch and hit that audience. The audience for this film, we've been saying it, the audience for this film are the 35-year-old women with no children and cats and wine at the house that wrote it, okay? The women that wrote this film, that's who the audience for this film is. How many of them women are out there? Not too many. It's like Kevin Feige handed these chicks the synopsis and said, all right, ladies, this is the synopsis for the next big superhero movie that we're going to put out there, the Marvels. All right, you ladies are going to get all the credit for writing this big Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero movie. Go on out there and do it, girl boss power, blah, blah, blah. All right. But see, the problem is that they don't understand the target audience enough to be able to write something that the target audience, which again is male, 65% men went and watched this thing. They don't understand that target audience enough in order to be able to churn out something that the target audience will like. And it was obvious in the trailers. Okay. You can only write what you know. You can only do what you know. Nia DaCosta and all of these cats, the women that wrote this film, they can only write and direct and produce what they know, and they're not the target audience. They don't understand the target audience. And so, yeah, then Marvel has to do a whole bunch of reshoots. Kevin Feige, shit, this ain't working. Let's reshoot it. Let's reshoot it again. Let's reshoot it again. Because none of this crap worked. Because, again, it starts at the very beginning. It starts at who was writing it. Who do they understand what they're writing it for? It's like we talked about this on Echo Base Network, that a lot of sci-fi content is being produced by people that don't have their history and their love in science fiction. You got to love the genre. You got to have passion for the genre in order to speak to the fans of the genre and turn out something that they will like. That you have to. And even though the cats that came out and watched this, they wasn't feeling it's like She-Hulk. She-Hulk is another perfect example of this. Where the writers, they didn't even understand how to write a courtroom drama with superheroes, right? They didn't understand that. So what did they give us? They gave us Sex in the City with superheroes. That's what we ended up getting. Not the courtroom battles and interesting. Oh, that would have been interesting. No, they gave us Sex in the City with superheroes because that's what they know. They can only write what they know. And the same thing happens here. So why does this movie fail? Because that 65% of the men that actually went to watch this thing are just like, I don't know what this hell this is. This is trash. Again, look who gave it the best grades. Women over 25. Again, that's what I'm telling you. That's who they wrote this damn movie for. That's why the women over 25 giving it the best grades at 82%. That's the audience that actually, they enjoyed this crap. Everybody else is like, I don't know what I'm watching. Okay. And again, this is the point. This is your audience for superhero content. Just remember that. Men, especially men over the age of 25. All right. Because look, the cats under 25, they're not really rocking with this like they used to. And the reason is because it's just gone to dog shit. Nobody's really checking for it like they used to. Now they're going into anime, man. I guarantee you, when they do some video game films or when they do an anime film, they're gonna show up for that. That's their jam. That's what they get down with. They're not getting down with this Marvel's crap, okay? Because the Marvel Cinematic Universe has shot its wad. Endgame was in 2019. That's like 4 years ago. That's how they look at it. Oh man, Marvel, man, I'm done with that. People are moving on. That's just the reality of the situation. And until Marvel gets that through their thick skulls, they're going to keep seeing box office results like this. They just bumped back their entire slate trying to figure out how they're going to fix all of this stuff. This is how you fix it right here. Men over 25. This is who your audience is. This is your audience even when you're making trash like the Marvels. It's still your audience. Focus on that. Quit trying to virtue signal to an audience that does not exist. Or an audience that's so tiny and so small, they're only going to show up at a rate of 14%. This is your audience, Marvel. Men over 25, okay? Men over 25. Focus there. And you won't go wrong. That's what the fans have been saying. That's what I've been saying. That's what a lot of cats have been saying. You guys are just not paying attention. But you guys let me know what you think about this whole situation. I think, again, it just shows that we were right. The toxic fans were right the entire time. Marvel is not targeting their major audience. They don't even know who that audience is anymore, and they're not able to make content to please that audience. And all of the virtue signaling and the DEI, diverse and inclusive and all of that crap means nothing. All right? This number, this little 85%, right, that everybody's crowing about means nothing, okay? It means absolutely nothing. Nobody's coming to check for this film. This 85% doesn't mean a damn thing. What matters is that box office number, and that box office number looks horrible. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think. I think it's just absolutely hilarious, and it's vindicating. It proves that we were right the entire time. But jump down in the comments, give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.